Hi, guys, and welcome to our first installment of Enter the Lions Den. My name is Gershon Forde, and I am with Trinidad and Tobago Blue Lions, where we will be addressing Chelsea matters. With me tonight, I have my good friend Shaquille Miller. Hi, Shaquille.
Hi, good night. I am Shaquille Miller, and welcome to the Lions Den.
Great. So, Shaquille, how long have you been a Chelsea fan?
Well, last I can remember, I've been a Chelsea fan since 1998, so that will approximately make 22 years now. I actually liked Chelsea FC when I was 7 years old.
Wow, that's a long time, bro. What was it you could remember? What would have drawn you to Chelsea?
Okay, you remember like back in the days when they used to show like the FA Cup and the Winners' Cup and thing on TV6?
Right.
Right. I remember watching a game with Chelsea, but I can't remember the German side. I know it was a German side, and they actually won the UEFA Winners' Cup in 1998. The only goal scored by Zola, and I was like, wow, that's the name of this team. I was inspired, and the name of the person that scored the goal, I was like, that name have a ring to it, Zola. Come on.
Great. So I guess in that case, your Chelsea legend would be Gianfranco Zola, right?
I would agree, although I'm not a big Italian fan, but yes, he was my legend.
Right. Everybody talks about Drogba and Frank and all of that. But who is your favorite player now?
Well, currently on Chelsea team, my favorite player is Cesar Azpilicueta.
Why?
Well, to tell you the truth, when I first saw him came to Chelsea and the way how he was performing, and people was like, who is this guy? Who is this Cesar Azpilicueta? Yes, he's a defender, he's a right back, he's played very well and thing, but it was like, who is he? And I was just like, this guy just playing different from all the other defenders we have. It's like he had potential, he was like aggressive in the game. Other players, like some years ago, when I was listening to Jose Mourinho, once said that if he had a team full of Azpilicuetas, he believed he would have won the Champions League.
Right.
It's like basically the man don't really make much mistakes. I wouldn't say he's perfect, but he don't make much mistakes.
Tremendous. I have to agree with you. I mean, Azpilicueta has saved us on many occasions on that right side, and to me, he will always be a Chelsea legend. So, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I would say that because I've been looking at some of the defenders. Yes, we might have real ups and downs, but he is a person that I was always looking at, especially like the days when he was with John Terry and Gary Cahill and thing. He was like, he have the experience, even with Ivanovic, he have the experience of defending with those older guys, so he know what the game is really for.
Would you say that he's also an on the field inspiration for our players?
I would say so because look at our last game we played against Man City, right? The two goals that scored, he was mainly the main aspect of the game, defending, assisting, everything.
Right. So on the pitch as well, he's a great inspiration for our
Yes,
players.
he's a huge inspiration. I believe, like, especially as a captain and all too, he is like in modern day. I don't know if anybody will feel offended to this, but I would say he's the modern day John Terry.
Right. Just on the right side.
On the right side, that's it. Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. Now we have been locked down now for a few months, and as a result, we didn't get a lot of football. How do you think our guys have been playing post lockdown?
Well, to tell you the truth, I was real skeptical because growing up over the years, you always hear this saying, nothing do not stop football. Not even rain to stop football. And believe me, this COVID-19, trust me, plenty things was under lockdown. Like, for example, you could tell me all the years I know myself, you ever hear KFC closing down? Come on, KFC?
Right.
So when I heard that, well, sports, everything like was on a lockdown, I was like, wow, what is this? What do this mean for athletes? Athletes will be on a very long break. They can't have close contact with anybody. Some of them might even, I was saying, some of them might even forget how to kick a ball.
Right.
So I was like, I was real skeptical about it because I know it was a serious time. Plenty people was dying. I condolences to everyone that lost their life during this COVID-19, but it was a real tough time. But after the COVID-19, to come and see how the boys was playing like through training and everything, even before the games, it was amazing because they know that, well, they're still trying to catch back up to themselves. They're trying to coordinate a good plan with each other, trying to build chemistry. But they haven't disappointed me, but I still believe that something is missing.
Oh, in what area?
Well, you see, that game recently where we played against Man City, right?
Mhm.
It's like we had a good opportunity because you see that the attacking was really hungry for goals, right? Because I wouldn't lie to you, I was on work at this time watching the game, and I see me, I put on my phone, I go and watch this game. I was streaming the game, and believe me, the players and them was hungry for goals, but it's just like the chemistry wasn't building.
You know, some people would say that in the early stages of the season, we were also suffering from the same kind of problem where we would start, we would look real good, we were getting good connection in terms of passing the ball and so on. Really, really good pressing, but when it came to finishing, we seemed to have a problem with that.
Well, that is very true because I have a friend that I used to work with and thing, and he was like, he's seeing the potential this season. He's seeing that yes, that we could reach something, but it's just we're not building enough chemistry. It's like we starting off strong, 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 but we just don't have the icing for the cake.
Right, right. So, in your opinion, we have restarted the season shabbily with great potential. Are we better than we were at the early stages of the season? What do you think?
Well, we started off this season, thank God, with 2 wins. I'm happy to see that we have 2 wins under our belt, right?
Right,
I wouldn't say it is the best. I wouldn't say it's the best right now, but at least you're still seeing the potential of learning. You're seeing the potential that everybody could play together. You're seeing a little coordination building up. I actually like what I'm seeing at the moment.
great, great. Now, what would you say about Frank as our manager? I know there were great questions when he came in as to whether or not he was going to be able to really take over as a big club manager. How would you feel
Well,
about Frank thus far?
okay. Well, I was one of those when I heard that Frank Lampard was coming to manage Chelsea. I was real skeptical about it. I was like, I don't think he have the experience as a coach because he recently retired and he was a former Chelsea Blues, and he's a legend to our grounds. And I was like, I don't feel he ready for this, innit? That's why I was telling somebody. I was telling my friend, my good friend, also. I say he might do something, but I don't feel he ready for it. I said, but at the end of the day, we have to give him a chance.
Okay. And you, what is your feeling about how he has managed the team up till now?
Well, I believe he is managing the team okay, because it's like I getting to see things that I really expecting to see because I was like, most of the times why we loaning out most of our youths because for example, our youth is nearly one of the best when it comes to winning FA Cups, Champions League, if you understand what I'm saying, trophies
Yes,
wise.
yes.
And I was like, why are we only loaning out our young talents? Why are we not giving them the chance and the opportunity? And when Frank Lampard came, I see like he gave a few youngsters the opportunity that I have been looking for. I've been looking for this for years.
Right, right.
So my
No,
heart, my heart is overwhelmed right now as he is giving these youngsters and them a great chance.
great, great. Now, we would have had a particular style. You know, each team has a particular style of play. So our style post Mourinho was a very defensive style. How do you think that we look now that we have Frank's derby style of football?
Well, how to put it, you're correct about the defending, right? But the only thing with Jose Mourinho, I didn't like about Jose Mourinho is like he's underestimate lower sides. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's like he takes certain games serious. Like if we play Manchester United, if we play Liverpool, if we play City, he will take those games to heart.
Right,
But if we play teams like Burnley or Sunderland and thing, it's like he doesn't take the games outside. Then he's like, it's gonna be a walkover kind of thing. And these is the kind of things you cannot underestimate. Yes, you're playing a defensive game, but you also have to look for attack because not all the time the defense will be 100%.
right.
Because you can start off a game with one goal, you defend. Boom, now coming down to the second half, the next side start to come out with a vengeance, to score a goal now. Now your defense have to move to attacking again. So it come like your back will be open.
Right,
So
right.
that is why I'm saying it was good, but you still have to mix it up with a little attack.
Okay. And you're thinking that Frank has been able to bring more of that attacking flair to the team?
I believe he have did a very good work in the attacking and in the midfield when it comes to working, but the defense need a little touching up, just a little.
Okay.
Because you could see in our past few games, it had games where we was like 2-0 up until and eventually it just come like 2-all and it was nail biting because it was expected, well, we would have win this game down long right, but the defense was a little poor.
Right.
So you have to work on the defense a little.
Okay. Okay. Great. Now that brings me to my next question, which is about a very controversial issue. When we got our ban, we had this big problem. We can't buy for 2 windows. And as a result, a lot of people were panicking about what we would do. And we brought back a lot of our youth talent, as you were talking about. Frank gave a lot of opportunity to youth talent. How do you feel about the impact of the youth on our team over the last season?
Well, sometimes they say you just have good. There's always say sometimes it doesn't miss the water until the well run dry, right?
Right,
And it's like we get banned because we're just loaning out too much of players. Because sometimes when you do look at it, some teams yes they're loaning players, but Chelsea had a record of loaning the most players.
right,
It was Chelsea here, Chelsea there, Chelsea everywhere.
right.
So basically, it's like other teams had plenty Chelsea players on it. I know what was the hurtful thing about that.
What?
The hurtful thing about that is, sometimes when we face against those teams, is to come and see our own Chelsea players score on us and beat us in certain games.
Right.
It was heartbreaking because like you're gonna be like, wait, but why he cannot do it for us? Why he cannot be wearing a blue shirt and help us in our situation?
Right.
It is a heartbreaking thing to know that a lone player that we send out coming on and just giving we a nightmare.
Right, right. And now we see those same youths are able to do things for us because we are fourth on the table.
Yes. Well, I believe you see, as Frank Lampard actually give these guys a fair chance of playing with Chelsea because I don't feel some of them comfortable with the transfer. Yes, they get loaned to other clubs, but some of them wouldn't give out all the best ever because most of them would love to play for Chelsea.
Right.
Plenty people I know and footballers I know would love to wear this jersey and wear this logo.
Yes.
And when they wear other things, it's like they're playing for effort, but like when they reach against us, it's like a vengeance because they want to show what they have.
What they could do.
Yeah. So Frank Lampard make it easier now, and he say, you know what? Let me forget his vengeance. Give them a chance.
The fact that we had gotten the ban would have definitely created a situation where we would have to give them a chance, right? And so,
Yeah, that is correct. That is correct. That basically comes like, all right, let put it like this, right? That comes like you have an old car in your yard, right? Boom, your neighbor come and buy a new car. All of a sudden, no, you just want to spend money to buy a new car, but you don't have the funds.
right,
So that is why I always tell you, be thankful of what you have. Make what you have do.
right.
So when we got this ban, it's like basically we have to make what we have do now.
Right.
Because we can't buy nobody and we can't buy no new footballers, that we have to just go to our reserves.
Now we've seen that these guys have really picked it up and done quite well. We have Gilmore, we have Mason, we have Callum, we have Tomori. We have all these guys that have come on, and Tammy is he's beautiful for us as a striker. So these youth have definitely come in and they have made the difference. What are your opinions about Timo? This is a big topic right now.
No, well, on a serious, when I first heard of Timo, I was like, Timo. I said, I heard that name already, yeah? And then after I started to look up on some old games of Timo. And I believe he's playing in the Bundesliga currently.
Yeah.
And watching him playing in the Bundesliga, the guy is a beast.
Right.
He's very good. He's very good, and especially for his age, he's a very outstanding footballer.
Did you see the game where they played against Augsburg today? Did you see it?
Yes, I saw that game when he scored 2 goals, I believe.
Yes. And that's the last game he played for his team for RP Leipzig, and it was a tremendous send off for him because he ended as well as the leading scorer in the Bundesliga for this season gone past. What kind of impact do you think he would have at Chelsea?
Well, you see, at coming out of the Bundesliga with a nice record like that as a city leading goal scorer and thing, he would really love to come at Chelsea to prove himself, right? And the only downfall I will say in this is, remember, some of the youths and them still want to play.
Yes.
So, they will be looking at him and be like, wait, but this man will come and take my spot, boy.
Right.
So now they go trying to create a competition for Chelsea and the strikers to see here we're going on. Do your best or warm bench.
Yes. And we know that also in top shelf football, a little competition is good too because it brings out the best in the player. What about Ziyech? Hakim Ziyech, what do you think about him?
Well, you won't believe, I heard of Hakim Ziyech and also I believe he have 106 appearances in Bundesliga with 26 goals and 17 assists. I believe with that kind of statistics, that is not bad at all, especially for a young footballer that's 21 years of age with his skills.
Right, right, right. Wonderful. So you think that he would have that impact? Because I mean, we are looking at him, and it's pretty. We're pretty sure that he will probably play on the right wing, where Willian is now.
Yes.
Could come from the midfield, but he will play on the right wing. So you could imagine that service coming over with Aspi backing him up, that kind of service attacking that flank, that right flank there. You know, you could imagine just what would be happening with our service into the box for Timo, for
Yeah, that would be a
Tammy.
good chemistry together because you can actually see that by now you may see good finishes and you might actually get a good chemistry with these guys.
Right, right. And do you think they would mesh with the youth?
Well, you see, you have to always remember, you can't have a team full of youths and expect to reach out there. You must have a mixture. You must have a little experience on the team so you can know when and what to do at the correct time. That is what that is what this football is about. It's not just like, yeah, this whole team young and vibrant and whatever, but you need a little experience.
Right.
So I believe they would mesh properly, just at the right time, let's say at good advice and everything, they would mesh properly.
Okay. Okay. Now, we have also been linked with another guy, Kai Havertz. What do you think of
Mhm.
him?
Well,
We
he
need
and
him.
all too, is eye raising. Because seriously, I saw some previews with him yesterday, and I was like, this guy is impressive. Very, very, very impressive.
Right.
I am not a big lover of German football, but since I'm seeing like plenty interest in these German footballers and them, it's like it just have my eyes opening right now to see that these guys have potential.
Right. Because I mean, he's coming from the same league where Jadon Sancho and players like him are already making it big, right? They're making us aware of the Bundesliga and how, that game is played. But, I'm
Mhm.
wondering, do we need Havertz, though? We have a very big midfield. Do we need Kai in our squad?
Well, I believe at the moment we really don't need him, but you know, I wouldn't even say to have him as a reserve because as bringing him there, he will not want to be a reserve.
Right.
Nobody will really leave a club where they're playing all the time to be a reserve.
Right.
And I believe having players on the bench is like taking away their ability.
Right. Okay. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it's still a rumor as to whether we will go after him. So we will see what will happen with him. Now, you were talking about, I mean, your favorite player is Cesar Azpilicueta. So this draws me to the question, our defense. What do you think is going on in our defensive structure?
Well, our defensive structure, believe me, is real. I can't even say 50-50, it's like 60-40 right now, but the 60 is on the bad side. That is what I would say is on the bad side. It's like, sometimes it's like their awareness is not on the game because I see certain passes, like, not supposed to be passing certain defenders. It's like they're not concentrate at the moment. It's like when they score one goal, it's like everybody just relax.
Right.
Which is not true. I find like if you're playing well again, despite you score one goal, keep your head up and look to defend and win this game.
Well,
Because basically, if you do remember in 2010 when Spain won the World Cup, most of the games was one goal.
right.
One goal does win a game, but Chelsea, the team is like when they score one goal, is like that they believe they win the game already, and they start to falter. And I believe that is what is going out our defense right now.
Right. Now, we have a very big defense in terms of options. On the left, we have both Emerson and Alonso. On the right, we have Reece James and Aspilicueta. And in center backs, we have Hikaru Tomori, we have Christensen, we have Zuma, we also have the big guy, Rudy.
Really.
Who do you think should be in? Who do you think should be out? What is the best pairing that we have in that? Because I think most of us have been complaining about that center back, that Rudy and Christensen or Zuma and Tomori. What do you think is the best pairing for us?
Well, to tell you the truth, that is a real skeptical kind of thing right now because, as I say, you need to mix experience with youth, right? So I would say right now, you need Aspilicueta, as I say, as a motivator. And thing in the back there, I would quicker go with Christensen because I'm watching him for the past few games and I like his aggression. His aggression towards his game is outstanding. You seem like he's playing with a little intentions, but it's just something not adding up with him and coordinating. I don't know what it is. I'm trying to figure it out right now. Rudiger now. Rudiger is one that you really need in the back because I looking at a defender is not just to defend games. You know, a defender is a person like in case if you get a corner, you need someone to be there at the correct time to get a chance to see if they could score or go with a header.
Right.
And Rudiger has proved that many times.
Right. Right.
Rudiger has scored many goals off of free kicks and on corners and things. So I believe that will be my pick.
Okay, Rudiger and Christensen.
Yes, Rudiger, Christensen, and Azpilicueta.
Well, I know that the manager definitely agreed with you because he's been playing Rudiger, Christensen over the last few games. So here's the next question I'm asking. The old guard is changing. So we know Pedro is off to Roma. But we're now hearing a rumor that Willian might actually stay on for a bit. What are your feelings on that?
Well, to tell you the truth, Willian was a person that really had good potential with something, you know, due to his style of football, his free kicks, his everything. But sometimes you must know when to let go, right? I need to like get something in a bad way, but sometimes you must know when to let go because you have to give other people a chance. And yes, Willian is good. Yes, he saved us many times from deep difficulties.
Right.
But if time has come, time must come.
So you think it's time for him to move on and give room to somebody else?
Yeah, I believe it's time. It's time.
All right. So we'll see what happens as time goes by. Moving on to another topic, and I'm going to phrase it like this: to three or not the three. Our new kit sponsor is Three, and I'm sure you would have seen those alleged kits for next season. What do you think about them, boy?
Well, to tell you the truth, when they come to numbers, 3 is not really a nice number for me. My favorite number is 4. If it had a 4, well, all right. The 4, yes, the 4. 4 is good. But 3, that's fine. You know, you're wearing a football uniform with this big 3 on it. It's like, you're wondering what is really the footballers and a real number. Because they'll have basically 2 numbers. They'll have a 3 in front and wherever the number is in the back.
Right.
I wouldn't lie, the design's looking all right, but nah, boy, I don't minus that 3, boy.
Right. Well, I mean, some people have said that they would have preferred the 3 spelled out THREE, but you know, some people are liking the numerical 3. Some people are saying, no way, bring another one. Now, we have a game tomorrow against the Foxes. It's an FA Cup game. What do you think our chances are?
Well, to tell you the truth, FA Cup was basically I just love to see Chelsea win the FA Cup, right? Because it is one of the most prestigious trophies in football. This is one of the oldest cups in football. So, but as he telling you, yes, Arsenal is the most time winners, although you know we don't like Arsenal, but they win the trophy the most times. But I would really love to see Chelsea win the FA Cup again. But tomorrow game is going to be a very tough game because as Jamie Vardy in his form right now, he's the leading goal scorer in the EPL right now. So that game is going to be very, very, very tough.
And with our defense, you know, there are always questions being asked there. So, yeah, as you said before, it'll probably be. So, if you were to gander a guess, what do you think the score would be?
Well, to tell you the truth, the way how this looking right now, if I have to say that Chelsea win this game tomorrow, I believe the scoreline will be 3-1.
3-1. So we are keeping our fingers crossed that it will be 3-1 in favor of our loving team, Chelsea.
Yes,
Now,
I agree.
one of the standout players this restart season has been Christian Pulisic.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that maybe the manager, having started him for 2 games or played him in 2 games, started him in 1, and he scored in both, do you think that maybe Christian might get another start tomorrow?
Well, this was a topic me and a friend had. There's a female in the video. She loves Chelsea just as me, right? And when I saw her post something picture, I was like, hey, say, watch the game earlier today. And she was like, yeah. So I say, you like how he scored the goal? She said, but to tell you the truth, right now, he need more field time. I believe and also he really, really need more field time because he's showing them that he have the potential to go out there and score goals and even play in an aggressive way.
Okay. So you think that maybe the manager should give him that start tomorrow as well?
Yes, I believe they should give him that because they know he done prime already and he want to show and he will be goal hungry.
Right.
He will be goal hungry for the tomorrow.
Who else do you think should start tomorrow?
A person I would love to see start tomorrow is Billy Gilmore.
Right.
I would love to see Billy Gilmore start because when he made his debut with Chelsea, I was like, hey, who is this guy? I say, I hear his name already, but I never already saw him play. And believe me, he was impressive. He was so impressive that he even got the man of the match that same game.
Right.
So I would love to see him start on tomorrow's game. Him and Hudson-Odoi, if he would be allowed to play the game after his alleged rape.
Well, the police did in fact say, the Metropolitan Police said that they would not be pursuing any further action against him. So that is out of the window. And I think the manager had also said that there was some fitness issues that would cause Hudson to be out for a little while. But definitely I could see where, I mean, with Leicester being where they are right now, we might be able to see a Billy Gilmore come on and start maybe to be able to play against them. Well, definitely, with that game in sight, we will definitely be looking forward tomorrow. Where will you be watching the game?
Hey, truth, I will be on work, but believe me, my phone will be in my hand right through.
So we will definitely look, and we have our fingers crossed. We're going to win tomorrow. Shaquille, I'd love to say thank you very much for chiming in with us tonight, for giving us some of your time and some of your opinions. And we definitely hope to see you again. And great, great, great stuff. Good luck for tomorrow.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you very much.